Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to the honorable judges, teachers, and my fellow friends. Today, I would like to dive into one of the most controversial topics, which is the effects of phones for students. Most students spend more class time than ever using their phones. In fact, study shows that students check on their phones more than 11 times a day on average. It is not just a quick glance to see someone trying to reach to them. Instead, they are spending up to 20% of the classroom time emailing, texting, surfing to the web, and even gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest impacts on the usage of mobile phones is sleep deprivation. Most students will come to school and will doze off in the middle of class. They couldn't even stand a minute of learning because they're too tired spending much time on their phones during the night. Most students stay up late to play video games, watch YouTube, go to TikTok, and many more. Their lack of sleep could lead to uncertain emotions, which in turn will cause serious damage to the student themselves. Besides, students wouldn't be able to focus in class because of the mobile phones. According to the book, The Distracted Mind, Ancient Beings in the High-Tech World, students become distracted when they are pursuing a goal that really matters and something blocks their efforts to achieve it. This is what happens when technology is used in the classroom. The student attention will be divided into tasks, what the teachers want to teach and what students want to do on a digital device. The result is fewer items regarding the two tasks will be able to be recalled or retained. Another way to understand distraction is look at a study conducted by neuroscientist Adam Aaron of the University of California, San Diego, and postdoctoral scholar Chan Russell. They found that the brain system that is involved in interrupting or stopping movement in our bodies also interconnected. As we're all aware, the most important part that has affected the students and their mobile phones is their performance in school. Most students will get too distracted on their mobile phones until they neglect the main purpose of learning, which is to study well. As Giza and Janko 2007 and Mercer and Soter 2010 have observed, they use consistently display higher levels amount of attachment to the mobile phones, which could serve as a distraction because of the amount of time channeled to their phones. While there is a little argument that smartphones and other devices can be distracting for the student in the classroom, there is new research that shows that electronic devices can even lower student grades. In a study published in the Journal of Educational Psychology, they found that out of 118 upper-level college students studied, the students with laptops, cell phones, and open for non-classroom purposes scored half letter grade lower in exams. It's great to be the difference between passing and failing for some students. Even students who were involved in the same classroom as device users scored lower, even though they did use the same device. Researchers speculate it was likely due to the surrounding distraction from others using electronic devices. Meanwhile, another study conducted by Stanford University showed us that intense multitasking can even decrease the efficiency of completing a given task. The conclusion here is that smartphones and other devices can reduce a student's capability of thinking to their full potential. What distraction impact learning? This function of the brain is engaged when you make an rough stop in action due to an unexpected event like a text message or notification. They are thinking or what the teacher was trying to teach. This function of the brain used to play an important role when humans were physically needed to focus at very moment. But with all the shirts and sound technology, this brain function can have a negative impact. Most educators agree that the answer isn't banning electronic devices from the classroom. Not only technology back counterintuitive to the world we live in today, but also inadvertently singling out students with accommodations that need those devices to participate in class. Instead, teachers as well as students need to see the practices. Teachers need to adapt to the reality that smartphones and other devices are here to stay. Likewise, they also need to realize that the number one reason for students are reaching out to their phone to the class was because of boredom. Meanwhile, students need to recognize that reaching out for their phone during class can impact their overall learning. While they still may be able to pass tests that came my way, when it comes for the final exam or the standardized test, they will not retain as much information as they would have if they had never opened their phone in the first place. Consequently, students need to learn how to self-regulate when it comes to using technology in the classroom. That's all for me. Thank you very much for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.